sets of players and making them make decisions.
Robbie Stakowski is with us. Let's go over and join him. Robbie?
Yeah, Gary, I caught up with assistant coach Alvin Gentry on his way out of the locker room, and I said, how do you keep your foot on the gas pedal here when you're up by 31 points at halftime? He says, I know it's cliche, but we have to play like it's a 0-0 game. Also asked him about Gordon Giricek and his play. He said Giricek right now on pace to have his best game as a Phoenix Sun, just getting his legs under him, and he's going to be a big contributor come playoff time. Gary, Eddie?
All right, Robbie, thank you. Artest stays after it. He had a block by Shaq, just continued to hammer it inside, and so Artest will be going to the free throw line.
Well, Artest is obviously a little frustrated, as all the Kings should be, and just relentless that time, and he is not going to quit. That's one thing you can say about Ron Artest.
Phoenix Suns broadcasts are made available in high definition by Verizon Wireless. Call your cable or satellite provider for HD information. So that's their first free throw attempt since the first quarter. The Suns doing so many things well. If Giricek is going to be that kind of a weapon off the bench, Eddie, you know, everybody was complaining, well, they didn't get Brent Berry, they didn't do this, but Giricek right now looks like he could be the steal of the whole thing.
Well, you know, but, you know, in all fairness, too, going after Brent Berry, that was more looked at as maybe having a guy that can play backup point guard, things of that nature. Giricek can't do that, but what he can do is give them more offensive firepower and then show an ability to get to the free throw line by being aggressive. And if he does that, then you're right. I mean, not getting Berry is not going to present a problem at all.
He is 7 of 9 shooting, Giricek is, for 17 points. Underway, second half. Stoudemire was sensational in the first half. Misses that shot. Brad Miller comes down with a rebound. So Reggie Theus is hoping his team can somehow make this respectable.
Well, he's teaching them just to fight. I mean, and that's what it's all about. I mean, yeah, you might not win the game, but have some pride and then fight and try to at least force the Suns to think about it.
That was Mikey Moore. He's now double figures at 11 points. Bell, whoa, a rainbow shot from the corner. I've never seen him shoot it that high. Kevin Martin on the breakout. Can't control it. Good defense by Barbosa. Nash collapsing on him. Here it comes to Shaq. Shaq off to Barbosa. Barbosa back to Shaq. Nash, look at that feed. Was that a great pass or what? Shaq's going to be fouled, and Shaq has been to the free throw line already 6 times tonight.
They have no choice. I mean, one of the keys was, and the Suns have really fulfilled both, was obviously the one was perimeter D, and then give Shaq his touches. And that's what he has gotten, because the Kings really have no answer for him inside. I mean, Mikey Moore is about, what, 230 wet. And Brad Miller is not an interior guy as well, and so they really have no option in the physicality department to even think about Shaquille O'Neal.
So Shaq continues to do a nice job at the free throw line. 5 of 7. We were coming back in, Eddie, through the exit area of the tunnel, coming back to the floor, and Shaq just came up and gave me a shot, and I came flying out on the floor. I mean, it doesn't take much. I mean, he is so big, and you know, he's such a great guy to be around. But can you imagine trying to guard him and play against him out on the floor?
No.
Out it comes to Artest. Brad Miller. Miller, face-up jumper. He's very good at that. That's one of the things that Brad Miller does well, is that face-up jumper.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten many opportunities, but he does present that problem.
He is 2 of 2 from the field. 2 shots tonight. Shaq. Oh, he left Mikey Moore nailed to the floor. Mikey fouled him. Mikey Moore didn't know where he went.
That was quick. That was quickness. I mean, and that's what we didn't see early on, because Shaq hadn't played. And that's why you can see him starting to get his quickness. Now, he left Mikey Moore standing. This is a big man making this move.
That's impressive. So Shaq goes right back to the free throw line, 5 of 8, and that one didn't come off his hand very well.
No.
Bill Weber is trying to get him to get his elbow up above his ear.
Yeah, and what also he's teaching him is to fall forward.
Yes.
Because you want your momentum taking you forward and not falling backwards, and that's why he's getting the soft rolls on the rim.
And so he's worked hard at it and doesn't get it here. And the rebound by Brad Miller. The Kings came in here. They had won 2 in a row. However, they'd lost 7 of their previous 8. But they had won that game Sunday against the Lakers. They beat Portland. They thought maybe they had this thing turned around a little bit. But tonight, they just got their head handed to them in the second quarter. Shaq comes up with a rebound, brings it out to Barbosa. Barbosa starting the second half because Grant Hill is through for the night. They're just going to rest that wrist. Nash to Shaq, broken up. Artest ahead now to Udrih. Udrih had 7 early points in the game, and there's Brad Miller finishing. 82-54.
Pride is huge. I mean, and most people don't understand that. I mean, the Kings aren't happy about what happened. I mean, again, this is the team that went to L.A. last week and beat the Lakers.
And it comes to Shaq, beautifully done. Brad Miller just had no chance. There's just no way to defend that.
Well, just keep fouling. That means he fouls out of the game.
So the lead is 30. They've led by as many as 33. Brad Miller now has come out in this third quarter and scored now 8 points in the ball game. He's 4-4 shooting the ball.
Yeah, and I'm surprised they didn't go to him early on.
There's Barbosa able to connect. LB was 7 points in the game. Suns still shooting over 69% in this game. Season high, by the way, of 42 points in that second quarter, which is probably no surprise to anyone. And the Kings are probably wondering what hit them, because earlier this year, the Suns scored 47 points in the first quarter. So they have blitzed the Kings on 2 occasions here.
Yeah, they really have. And, you know, when you have a game like this, you just start to see if the Suns can work on certain areas. Right there, Amar'e Stoudemire involved in 2-man game. He has to show a little bit stronger. What happened, he half showed on it, and then he and Leandro got locked up together, and that's why they couldn't get back to Martin.
Martin hits a free throw for television's best in-depth weekly coverage and access to your Phoenix Suns, exclusive access. Be sure to check out the Suns Insider every Monday night at 6:30 and 10 p.m. only on FSN Arizona. 86-58. Martin with the free throws. Martin now for the game with 16 points, a very quiet 16. Amar'e goes in, and he gets intercepted by Artest. Boy, Artest is a physical guy. I mean, he's 6'7". They list him at 250 pounds, and he'll back down from no one.
He's like that thing, you know, at the airport, the little bitty little flat truck that pushes the planes away from the gate. That's Artest. I mean, he's so anchored to the floor. It's like he might be the only guy on the floor that can actually maybe pull Shaquille O'Neal somewhere.
You might be right. Salmon's going to come to the ball game. Mikey Moore will leave. Sacramento has 29 wins. Last year they won 33. Their record has declined for the 5th straight season. That's after Rick Adelman took them to the playoffs 8 straight years. And look at the last 3 games, Eddie. You were talking about this, the 14 points they gave up in the second quarter. These numbers are starting to get better and better.
They really are. Again, I just think this team, before it's all said and done, they're going to evolve into the defensive unit that we expect. And if they can continue to score and play unselfish as they have been, it's going to be a very difficult team to deal with.
Well, and I think something we pointed out a couple of times, the Suns are having some fun right now. There was a lot of pressure. Everybody trying to adapt to Shaq as Miller hammers it home. And I think everybody was maybe forgot how much fun this game can be.
Yeah, and that play right there, to me, that's the last play of this team really coming together. Everybody has to be on a string. Yeah. And that time, Leandro was not.
Whoa, that was interesting. Double dribble. Amar'e was ready to reject Artest. He did that, but Artest dribbled the ball before the meeting above the rim. This is something. Amar'e was waiting for this to happen.
He really was, and Artest was ready for the challenge, no doubt about it. And that is a double dribble there, and Amar'e went to the left hand, and Artest smiled about it at the end.
He did, but I tell you, Amar'e just finished his hair, showed again what a competitor he is. I mean, he saw the former All-Star headed to the basket, and he wasn't going to let him get away with it.
No, not at all, and then goes right back at it. I mean, this is the relentless nature of Amar'e Stoudemire, and again, that's why I say he has elevated himself to me to be the best power forward in the game. Now, everyone wants to say Tim Duncan is the best, but Tim Duncan is a center. Forget all that stuff. He's a center. What he played his whole career, he hadn't played power forward. I mean, Amar'e, pure and simple, is right now, to me, number 1.
22 points for stats. 90-60. That's right, 90 points. We have 7.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Martin ducks inside, and we got a foul. tell you, the Suns have just turned this Kings team inside out. That foul is going to be on Roger Bell.